So building a high impact sales team, but today we are only focusing on prospecting. Sales is a bit wider topic. So we are talking about prospecting. I hope you'll I'm looking forward to a very engaging session this morning. And I'm welcoming you to ask as many questions as possible. You can type in the comment section so that I can just respond as we go along. We've already introduced ourselves. So the objective for today is how to scale sales by hiring the right talent for lead generation. Lead generation is, what is that? What do you understand by that? But before we go into that, today's agenda is to understand why you need prospecting, to have prospecting as one of your activities when you're building your business. What are the gaps that we have as business owners? And that is why perhaps we don't have customers, we are not getting our clients, we are not, our services, our products are not actually moving. And it's because we perhaps have not hired the correct people to do prospecting for us. Or are we doing the prospecting ourselves? And how is our reach? Yeah. How is our network? Are we visible, right? And what are we going to do next? So those are some of the things that we'll discuss today. And the first one is, I want to bring this to your attention even before we start, that people like to buy, but they do not want, or they do not even like to be sold to. Does that make sense? People like to buy, but they don't want to be sold to. I want you to imagine this scenario. You're walking in a mall and this person is standing somewhere with the business cards and handing over to you. Hasn't said hello to you. You've never seen this person. In fact, you're startled because you're pushing your trolley and they're handing over the business card to you. Will you pick that business card or not? Or do you normally do that? Because I'm sure perhaps all of us have done so. Have you picked that business card and have you used that business card? Have you called that person? Maybe you can have that comment in the comment section. Have you ever called that person, or do you pick those business cards, or what do you feel? How do you feel when that person is handing you over a flyer, a business card at the mall or somewhere you're parking at the parking lot?
Yeah, I could say my experience is one thing I feel like I don't know who you are. Business card and prior, they are not enough, So I may just go and keep them, because I don't know the person. Imagine at the mall, I'm getting this business card and at the door, maybe I'm getting into the supermarket. Someone is giving me a business card and a fly. Yeah.
Yeah, because
I feel I need to know the person more who they are, what it is all about. And sometimes I'm in a hurry,
yeah, correct, Yin. And also Caesar is saying sometimes you feel ambushed. So what we are, even Rosemary is saying, I feel like I didn't come here for this. My mind is into something else. Oh, okay. So what we are saying is that this person who is pushing a flyer to you or pushing a business card to you, it's not a correct way of prospecting. It's not a good way of actually gaining customers. It's actually, that person actually could use a different method. In fact, that's the feedback I'm starting to get from these comments, right? So what does prospecting mean to you? Yeah, prospecting means, if I can just share with you a very short definition what prospecting means. It's a process of identifying and engaging potential customers. So this person who is handing over those flyers and all that, are you identifying and engaging? There's even no engagement because they're just throwing those flyers to you. There's no engagement. So what that means is that yes, they have identified you and they have not even spoken to you to see whether you even need that, or that whatever is written on that flyer. And this person who is even giving you a business card has not even engaged you to assess whether you even need to know what their business is all about, because the business card is just about what the business is about. Yeah. When it comes to identifying and engaging potential customers, and that is prospecting, there are better ways of doing that. But let me start by defining why you need, why prospecting matters. Number one, prospecting is a lifeblood of your sales funnel. What that means is that you need to have a whole list of potential customers, and then you need to have a process on how to introduce yourself and engage with them. So the reason why you need to first of all to prospect is because that is what will make or break your business. Without a list of customers that you're engaging, that means that without that list, then your business is stalled. Yeah. So you need that consistent lead generation. It's not a one-time process. You need to consistently build that rapport with people that you engage in different ways. We'll talk about which are those different ways. So that some of them can start now building, or rather getting to know you, and also, getting familiar with who you are and your business. Remember, people buy from you not because of your product, but because of who you are and how they feel about you. Because people make decisions with feelings, although they make in, people buy through feelings, but they make decisions about the product through maybe gauging and checking the characteristic of that product. But if they see the product is good, for them to give you money, it's how do they feel about you and your product. You as a business owner, or you the person who is selling, how you make that person feel is what is a final decision, what will make them make a final decision to buy from you. And the last point I'm saying is that doing it alone limits your reach and growth potential. And that is why today we are talking about how to come up with a way that people can speak on your behalf. And one way we've defined or designed in our Global Entrepreneurship Network is this team. Like, for example, you've already introduced yourselves, people have heard about your business, you've shared your contacts there. The few people who are in today will definitely have now started hearing about you, seeing you, and even engaging you. And that is why when you're given a chance to speak, for example, it's always important to open your mic, open your camera so that they can also see you. Next time they meet you at the mall, they'll be able to say, oh, we met online last week. So they're able to connect with you as a person. Because final decisions on purchase are normally based on you as the person who either owns the business or even selling that product. So make sure that people see you, hear you, feel you, are able now to even not just see you online, like in this webinar, also on social media and many other places, on breakfast sessions that we've been having. Now, what are the gaps that prospecting has? Sometimes people are not able to define the problem statement correctly. Yeah, because when you're prospecting and you're starting to engage new people that you haven't, because prospecting is at the initial stage of your sales process, where you're creating awareness and you're meeting new people and you're starting to let them know what is this that you do. Sometimes you're not able to articulate what the problem you're solving with your product or service. And that is why in our coaching process, we're able to help you define that problem statement. What is this that you're solving with your product or your service? The other problem around prospecting is business owners sometimes wear too many hats. You're the one prospecting, you're the one closing the sales, you're the one implementing, or, if let's say you're a website developer, you're the one even building that website for that person. You're the one even the financial controller, you're the one invoicing and so on. So we are, as business owners, we are wearing too many hats. And that is why sometimes you're told prospecting is good to hand it over to somebody, so that as a business owner, the only thing you do is to close sales, because that person who is doing prospecting for you is actually filtering from out there. all the 100 and is giving you only 20 to be able to close the sales, because those are the ones that are more interested in your services. And that is why the first point I said, that problem statement needs to be clearly stated, so that your prospector, or the lead generator as they are sometimes called, is able now to articulate that problem properly, and that person who is very, very interested is the only one who is handed over to you, right? Sometimes also the gap is the leads are inconsistent or poorly qualified. If the prospector or the lead generator is not able to prospect for you, they are just handing over a whole list of 100 people to you. Sometimes you're bogged down, you spend too much time trying to qualify those people, yeah, as whether are they potential customers or not, yeah. And in the process, your sales growth stalls without fresh leads, if let's say you're not doing enough prospecting. Do you have any questions so far? Now, statistics say that for every maybe 100, the first time you meet them, when you're prospecting, only maybe 2% will buy the first time you meet them. So that's why you need someone to do prospecting for you, so that they can speak to the 100 and therefore narrow down that number to a number that you as a business owner can actually now take them through the process of understanding in more detail how they can benefit from your your business or your services that you're offering, right? So why do you need to hire then for prospecting? This one, it will multiply your outreach capacity. Let's say your product, you have someone prospecting for you in Nairobi, another one prospecting for you in Nakuru. For those people who are in Kenya, I have seen somebody who is not Kenyan here. Another one is in Kisumu, another one is in Uganda, another one is in Tanzania, and they're all doing prospecting for you. What that means is that they are able now to spread the message to a wider number of potential customers. And that, for us, it, like coaches and mentors who can actually go even outside the your locality, you're able now to get more people, or you're able to cast your net to a wider market, other than the people you already know, or even the people who are just connected to you on social media, because those are the ones who are seeing what you're posting. So it's important to have somebody to just speak for you in one way or another, so that for you, as at this point number 2, you can focus on closing, not just chasing leads. Yeah. So spreading that message, it's important to have someone to do that for you, and that way you are able now to build a scalable and consistent pipeline. So the way is recommended for you to do, and what I usually do, is to have an Excel sheet somewhere in a shared folder, in a Google folder, and the people who are prospecting are able now to complete there. What is happening to this? What's happening to that? Some people are asking for more information. We just send more information. Some people just want to, yeah, if it's a course or they are registering, they just register. Others, if it's an event, they will say, I'm not available for this event, but I can come for next time. So that next time now you can know, yes, of this 100, 20 came for my event, 10 said they will come for the next one because they are not available. And then you're able now to keep building that pipeline. All right. So it's extremely important to have that particular list. What are the key traits then of a great prospector or a lead generator? That person has to be resilient and self-motivated, because if someone is not doing the job yet you're paying them, then you find that your list you cannot convert any of that, the people on that list to customers, right? So that person needs to be self-motivated. They're able to go out there. When they're able to populate the list of the sales list, they're able now to even let you know, this person is a potential client, is a hot client, this one will buy immediately, this one may buy in 2 months, this one may buy in 1 year. They're able now to categorize even those prospects for you. Yeah, must be a good communicator and a good listener. A good listener is because they are able now to validate, is this person a potential customer or not? Because some of them, there is no need of wasting time on them. They'll never buy from you. That person should be able to gauge that, right? They need to be organized and tech savvy, because when they're doing prospecting for you, they are not only doing it Majority of them do that online, right? They're able now to find those people in various platforms, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and in various forums. And also now, if you are familiar with, or if yourself you have a customer relationship management software, they're able now to upload that. If you don't have that customer relationship management software or any sales tool, you can just use an Excel sheet, right? Put it in a Google folder so that that person can be populating that list slowly by slowly. And all the, so that you yourself, you can concentrate on just closing the sales and also delivering whatever. If it's training, you can deliver that training. So your work becomes easier. This person is continuously building that particular list for you. All right. And so where do you find these people? Where do you find this prospecting talent, or these people who can prospect for you? Sometimes you can find some virtual assistants who have a sales experience. In fact, in our training, what we normally say is that when you're starting to employ, because sometimes when you start a business, you start it all by yourself. Who is your first employee? Is this a salesperson, or is it a virtual assistant, or is it an personal assistant? Who would you employ first before I give you an answer? Is it a salesperson or a prospecting person, or would you start by have an assistant if you're a business owner? Comment in the comment section, or you open your mic. Who would you employ first, a salesperson or an admin assistant?
An assistant.
An assistant, Caroline. Let me see. There's a comment here.
I would employ an assistant with some sales experience.
Pauline, okay. And Ziza is saying, I started with an accountant. Wow. Okay. An assistant, Felicia is saying, an assistant to organize systems first. Okay, fantastic. Yes, actually it's a the best person to start with, and that is what is recommended. And then from there you go to the salesperson. It's usually number 2, the salesperson. No, number 3. Number 2 is usually somebody who can help you implement what you're doing, right? For example, if it's training you usually do, the assistant will help you in organizing the place where you're going to handle the training calendar, the people who are registering for the training, are they getting the material, if you're going to use some training material, and so on. So that assistant is usually number 1. Number 2 is somebody who can support you, let's say when you're delivering that training. Yeah, like someone who has a bit of knowledge that you have, and maybe they can also be a core trainer for you. Number 3, it's the salespeople. Yeah, salespeople usually come number 3, and that's what's recommended. But sometimes for me, I've done the other way around. I've done a personal assistant and a salesperson, and then now we are working with a number of people who can implement what we do. Okay, but those ones are usually on and off depending on what you're implementing. So what I was saying is that where to find top prospecting talent is a virtuous or an assistant who has a sales experience. You can also go to Upwork, Fiverr, LinkedIn, and you can get one from there. Actually, my personal assistant, I got her from Fiverr, and she's Kenyan. So I just went there, searched, and found a very nice lady. She's very supportive. The other one is sales graduates or interns. Sometimes, yes, in sales, you can just get interns from the university. There are very many, and they can actually, if you're just paying them on commission, they should be able to support you in sales. Sales is not very, getting people for sales, so long as you're paying them, you can get, you can get quickly. And also, someone can refer you from an existing network if you want to get a prospecting talent. So just look around and interview them, find out whether they have that experience, and then you're able now to support you. But I would recommend to go with the first option, get an assistant who has sales experience so that they not only support you in organizing your calendar and other admin tasks, they should also be able to go out there and even pay them by commission or whatever it is, and be able to prospect for you. That works best. But if sometimes it's not possible to get that personal assistant who is also with a sales experience. My experience is that they don't like to do sales. They just want to do the assistance work. But you can just gauge what works for you. All right. So where are you now with your sales, and what's blocking your growth? And is prospecting one of the things that you'd want to implement? Let's hear some feedback. And what do you need to do next for your team to unlock the prospecting piece of work? Any feedback? What are we going to do next? From today's session, what have you picked, and what are you going to do differently when it comes to prospecting and building a sales pipeline? Or you can open your mic.
Good morning.
Morning, Ziza.
I think from this session, I'm looking at prospecting as a very crucial step in the business. It's something that I've been struggling with, and this brings a lot of clarity for me in how to approach it. So I thank you very much for this. This is a very interesting learning experience for us. It's like you're answering, or you're dealing with a problem that some of us have, without even knowing that you're dealing with a problem that some of us have, a pain point. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you, Nzisa. Thank you so much for that feedback. And Rosemary here is saying that what she's learned is to stop wearing too many hats. Yes, sometimes we overwork ourselves, and it's always good to get that intern or that fresh graduate and just onboard them, train them, and start with two things. Today what we've learned, start with two things. One is to do prospecting for you, and the other one is to be your assistant. Yeah, so I'm sure now you'll go and do that, so that at least that burden can get out of your hand. Now, then you can also now assess your business and see what else needs to be done. And that is something that we will be discussing in very soon. We'll have a workshop to now go deeper into this, not just prospecting, but we'll identify and explore some common sales challenges. This workshop is on Tuesday, the 13th of May. It will be at Royal Nairobi Golf Club. It's a half day. There'll be workbooks, and we'll now be looking at a sales pipeline. And the objective here is about solving your toughest sales challenges together. Yeah, so from that workshop, we'll identify and explore common sales challenges, discover new ways to prospect and generate leads, and also practice how to confidently handle objections and close sales. I remember somebody telling me that these people are not buying. I'm calling and calling and calling, and they're not even signing up. I mean, that is part of the sales process. You'll get a lot of objections, but there's a proven way that you can confidently handle those objections and ensure that that person, you close that sale. Some people just come with it's not that they are refusing. The way they phrase the question is as though they are refusing to purchase, but they just want clarity. But sometimes if you don't have a strong salesperson or a strong prospector, they think that this person is refusing. No, they're asking a question, but asking it in the wrong way. It's you as a prospector or a salesperson or business owner to be able to convert those questions by responding in a way that they're able to understand what value are they going to get if they purchase from you. Yeah. And also we are going to learn from each other. What is this that we've been doing and doing it wrong or doing it right? How have we actually been able to break the market and be able to close sales? So it's a whole 4 hours that we'll sit together and be able to learn new ways of closing sales. For those who are Gen members, it's as usual 3,950 with breakfast and with training workbooks. And also, if you're not a Gen member, you've just joined today, you're not even in our WhatsApp group. If you're in our WhatsApp group, then we can qualify for 3950. If you're not a Gen member, then it's 5,950. And from there, by the end of the day, you'll go home with written planned steps, how you're going to be closing sales going forward, how you're going to be handling objections, how you're going to set up your lead generation and virtual assistant and admin and all that. How are you going to do all that to ensure that you scale your business to the next level? So that is a training that is coming up, and I said it's on 13th of May. It's a Tuesday, it's a half day, and you can sign up. Okay, let me see whether there's a question. Kindly add me to the WhatsApp group, Beatrice Solwatch. Yes, thank you. Just share your phone numbers here in the group, in the comment section, so that we can share with you. But I'll post just shortly. I'll post the link to the WhatsApp just shortly in the comment section. Oh yes, and if you want to invest your money, you've been investing in a savings account which gives you 0.001% per year. We have our Mansa X special fund where you can invest and you get a full year gross of 24.53. That is how it performed last year, 2024, and this year it seems to be performing much better. This one, yes, you can talk to me if you want to invest, but it's just the way it is. So for us to be able to, so the main thing for today is here. So for us to be able to prospect much better, for us to be able to handle objections, close sales, build our businesses, scale to the next level, let's come together on 13th of May in this particular workshop. So I will stop sharing from there because I want now to share in the comment section the WhatsApp link. Wow, thanks for today, Lucy. Felicia, yes, welcome. Session was so nice. Jane, that was an awesome session. Lucy, thank you. Thank you so much. Jane, Francis Mwasi, oh, thank you so much. Session was so nice. So yes, that is our WhatsApp group. You can join. And if you want to reach me, so we'll be sending this on email as well, on how to pay. You've seen the how to pay. There's a link there. I don't know whether you saw it. It's a pay bill 880-100, and there's an account number there. Yeah, you can also text me on 0722-824-763 so that I can forward you this, if you're not especially on the WhatsApp group, so that I can forward to you this particular flyer and you'll be able to register for the training. Great insights, Pauline. Thank you so much, Pauline, for that. Any question? You can open your mic. Any comment? Okay, so there you are. That is the link. Let's meet next week on Tuesday. We will have another speaker. Yes, and also on 13th May, we'll have the workshop. Otherwise, it's been a wonderful session. I've also enjoyed myself with your input. And so if you don't have any further questions, I'll save these numbers here and invite you if you haven't joined yet the group. If you don't have any other question, I don't have any other point for today. So I'll share the flyer as well. And it will also be sent on email, maybe by tomorrow. And with this recording as well, because I'm sure there are several people who had actually registered but were not able to join today. Otherwise, thank you so much. I can see a comment from Rosemary. Thank you, Lucy. It's always a pleasure interacting with you. Karibu, Rosemary. Elizabeth says, thank you, quite insightful. Caroline says, thank you for a great session. You're most welcome. And let's bring this session to a close. Let's meet on WhatsApp and also every Tuesday for more insightful sessions. It's a goodbye for now. Karibu sana.